So yeah, enjoy. Actually, you know what? If you want to stay on mute, totally cool. You can sing to yourself. I'm actually gonna put the lyrics into the chat, um, just in case you want to sing along. It is a worship song, so if you're comfortable with that, you can join along here. But yeah, it's two times. This song's called "Meet with Me" written by Lamont Hebert. All right. I'm here to meet with you. Come and meet with me. I'm here to find you. Reveal yourself to me as I wait. You make me strong as I long. Draw me to your arms as I stand and sing your praise. You come and fill this place. Won't you come and fill this place? I'm here to meet with you. Come and meet with me. I'm here to find you. Reveal yourself to me as I wait. You make me strong as I long. Draw me to your arms as I stand and sing your praise. Won't you come? Won't you come and fill this place? Won't you come? Won't you come and fill this place? All right. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much. That's our very own Manny Figueroa wearing another hat, as if he doesn't wear a lot already. But thank you so much. So let's give it up for Manny Figueroa. We're going to hear more from him, twice more, actually, and you'll learn more a little bit about him when I introduce him properly. So we are live on Facebook. Please share away. Share, as Taylor X says, share at your will and share at your whim, because that's what we're here to do. If you want, on your pages is what I'm referencing right now. Again, my name is Reverend Felicia Perzader, if you're just tuning in. And actually, before we do anything else, it is very important to call in spirit in a more intentional way. And one of the ways that we do that is obviously through prayer. And I will be praying in my own way, recognizing that you may pray very differently. You may send good thoughts. You may send good vibes, good healing, whatever. It's all good here. It's all good here because we are all somewhat different, yes. And I'm going to light the candle. And feel free to light one on your end if you have one. Okay. There's the candle. Okay. So let us fall in now. And as we did in the pray up not that long ago, I invited everybody to have their feet on the ground, if that is comfortable for you, if you are able to. And to, on the exhales, to really grow roots out of the soles of your feet. So on the inhale in spirit or love, God, the Holy One with many names. And on that exhale, releasing out through the bottoms of the feet and get very grounded. So let us begin. Inhaling and exhaling. Fully arriving to this time and to this space. And again, inhale through the nose. And exhaling when you are ready. Yes. And inhaling, one with many names, inhaling all that is good and holy. And on the exhale, ground, ground, down, down, down. And so it is that we come into this time, into this space, recognizing that this is a forever new moment and that we are forever changed by this moment. Yes. And so a blessing upon each and every person that is here. We know that we are not alone. We know that our ancestors are with us. And we know that there are circles upon circles upon circles that hold it down for us. And this is a very strengthening thing, Spirit. We give thanks for the strength. We give thanks for this support that is coming in, blessing us. And it is in this spirit of blessing and protection and uplift that we also remember our call tonight. A call for each person if they choose to take it. And that is to claim the honor and responsibility of being a change agent. Oh yes, a blessing upon each and every person here, that however this finds them right now, at whatever point in their life, dear one, let them be absolutely resourced. Let them be absolutely sourced. Let them be filled with a kindness towards themselves. Let them be filled with a peace and a contentment in every part of their bodies. Let them be filled with you. If it be good for them, if that feels right for them, if that sounds good, if that is an uplift for them, let them be filled by you. And so that way there's no lack here, there's no emptiness here, that we are full vessels. God, let it be so. We avail ourselves. We recognize right now also the unrest in so many different parts of the world. We know that our work is never done, and that is okay. We keep going, and we keep struggling, and we stay in this holy battle and in this work for peace and for justice. And so blessings upon all of the places in the world, the places in this country, the communities, and all the different ways that violence or hatred finds its way in and gets its foot in the door. And you know what? Even in us, whatever needs to go, may it be so. Again, we avail ourselves, God. We avail ourselves. And that is all there is that we need to know about tonight. And I lift up this prayer, feeling good about it, a prayer of thanksgiving that we get to say yes to change making, that we get to say yes to healing, and that we get to say yes to loving. Holy One, we love you. We love you. We love you, and we thank you for loving us so much. In your name, and so it is. Amen, amen, ashe, and aho. Aho. And now, Taylor X, would you please offer the land acknowledgement, the path acknowledgement, and those other things?
Hello, everybody. This is Taylor X. My pronouns are he and him and his. Let's see. At this time, we want to take a moment to reflect on the lands on which we reside. We are coming from many places, and we acknowledge the ancestral homelands and the traditional territories of indigenous people who have been here since time immemorial, and to recognize that they're still here, fighting for human rights and for lands and their culture. It is important not only to honor the legacy and the lives of the original caretakers of this land, but to continue to build our solidarity with Native peoples across the Americas and across the globe. I am in beautiful North Hollywood, and I acknowledge and honor the land of the Chumash, the Tongva, the Fernandinho, and the Tadavia. So please take a moment, acknowledge the indigenous people of the lands where you are located in the chat. And I'd also like to tell you about our path acknowledgement. We take this time to acknowledge and honor the many paths and beliefs represented here. We honor all religions, philosophies, ideologies, belief systems, healing modalities, and spiritual perspectives. We honor the life experience and wisdom you've brought here today. We respect you and we welcome you into this brave space. And we emphatically state that disrespect, prejudice, discrimination of any kind has no place here. We empower one another through respect and strength to be true revolutionaries of love and justice. We see you, we hear you, we love you. If you have a path, faith, tradition, belief system, please share that in the chat so we can get to know you better. Thank you. And I'd also like to tell you about the memes. I'd like to thank everyone for sharing the memes for the service. We are growing with lovely people from all across the country and around the globe. Again, feel free to copy the memes and share them at will. And one more thing, I want everyone here and on Facebook to know, I mean, really know this deep down inside you, that you are somebody. You are important. You are a big deal. You matter. We see you, we hear you, and we love you. Thank you.
Yes, that is absolutely true. Thank you, Taylor X, for that blessing. And we're going to be saying that in just a minute or two. We're going to be saying that to one another, do a little participatory thing. Thank you, Taylor X, for kicking us off with that. We can't hear it enough. It's so important. It's a special Zumo ingredient that we do here. So again, if you are just joining, if you're joining on the Facebook, everybody, let's say hello to our Facebook family. Yes, hello. And so if you're just joining, I am Reverend Felicia Perez-Zader. I don't know why I said my name like that. My pronouns are she, her, hers, they, them, theirs, and I am a spiritual eclectic, just to acknowledge what Taylor was bringing in. And I am acknowledging the lands of the Chemehuevi and the Southern Paiute, also known as Henderson, Nevada. That's where I'm residing currently. So welcome, everyone. This is the Revolution of Love Ministry and Movement Sunday night service. We've been doing this since 2012. We had services in Berkeley starting December 12th, 2012. Guess how many people came? 12 people. Yeah, that's right. And then we grew and we left the Bay, and then we were in Los Angeles, and there's just a lot of iterations of this thing called Revolution of Love. And so this is the latest one, but I like to make sure I say this, that this is not new. And the reason why that is important is that what we are all stepping into and what we are all breathing life into is something that has been going since 2012. And get this, it's been going long before this incarnation. And there are so many other people, so many other organizations, right, that are doing this work. We might just have a certain wing of it over here, but so many people, my friends, are doing the work of justice, of bringing a revolutionary love into the planet. And it's important to realize that because sometimes we can feel hopeless. Yes, sometimes we can feel like, where are we going? What are we doing? Is my life going to change? Is this world going to change? And we must remember that we are not alone, that there's the ancestors, that there's the guides, there's the people that have just shuffled off this mortal coil that sit in circles around us right now. and that there are so many, like I said, organizations that are doing such holy work. And you'll hear more about some of those organizations from Manny Figueroa when he does our announcements. And also he will be providing you ways to get involved. So wanted to say that. Also, we do continue to fight for justice as we stand with the movement for racial equity and racial justice. That is Black Lives Matter. This movement's been going a long time, long before a year ago, before George Floyd's murder, which was in, let's see, a year Tuesday. And so we lift up the name of George Floyd. In fact, say his name, George Floyd. Yeah. And we recognize that this movement has been going, like I said, for a really long time. And we are going to continue to fight any form of hatred and violence that is white supremacy, that is white supremacy culture. We are steadfast about this here at Roll, my friends. We take this very seriously. People's lives depend on it. People in marginalized communities, their lives depend on it. So this sign is not some kind of virtue signaling crap. This is for real here. We take this seriously, and we also go to wherever injustice is. Anywhere there's injustice, whether it's anti-Semitism, whether it's Islamophobia, we go and we learn and we educate and we heal and we take action. Okay, just had to say it tonight. So please enjoy your time tonight. Take as deep a dive as you feel comfortable to do. I'm praying that we're going to go really deep. There's some things that I have planned, and go at your own pace. As I said, what is comfortable for you. Let's do our blessing, shall we, my friends? So it's, we see you, we hear you, we love you. We say it 3 times. You can come off of mute. You can come off of video if you want to be seen. Sometimes you don't want to be seen. You might be in your pajamas over there. I don't know. We don't care. We love you anyway. And let's do it 3 times, really big, really strong. We see you, we hear you, we love you. 1, 2, 3. We see
We
you.
see you.
Love you.
We
hear
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 you.
you.
We
And
love
Love
you.
you. Love you.
again, we see you.
See
We
you.
see you.
Hear
We
you.
hear you. We love you.
Love
Love
you.
you.
And again, we see you.
We
See
see
you.
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 We hear you.
Hear
And we
And
love you.
Love you.
beautiful. Yay. Let's do those. Woo! You can yell at your as you feel like it too. Okay, wonderful. So now we're going to have the mission statement and the vision statement, and Trevor will be reading our mission statement. Thank you, Trevor.
Yeah, thank you, Rev. Howdy, y'all. I'm Trevor. He, him, they, them are my pronouns. I am currently in New Mexico. And now I'll read the mission statement. The Revolution of Love Ministry and Movement Mission Statement. An inclusive, diverse, global ministry and movement which emphasizes the intersection of inner work and outer work in the world for the purposes of healing and radical change.
Yes, it does. That's what we're doing. Thank you, Trevor. And Lola, please read our vision statement.
Hi, my name is Lola. My pronouns are she, her, hers, and I am Zooming from Reseda, California, a suburb of Los Angeles. And vision statement for Revolution of Love. Revolution of Love is a global ministry and movement of spiritual renewal and outreach dedicated to healing, transformation, and action. We embrace people where they are at religiously, spiritually, and welcome those who may be agnostic or atheist. It is a brave space, a place of inclusivity and diversity where we celebrate our similarities and our differences. It is a vehicle for change, inspiring and motivating us to change ourselves and the world we live in. At the Revolution of Love, we commit to our highest good. We transform through a heart and mind opening experience, and we claim our divine responsibility and honor to be change agents in the world. We do not enable, co-sign, or align with any system, structure, or policy of hatred, oppression, or violence. We do stand for positive peace. We work for transformative justice. We bring absolute compassion and radical love, and we believe in God with all its names. We are the visionaries and the dreamers, architects of peace, strategists creating a new world of what ought to be today. No matter who you are, what you look like, where you come from, who you love, we welcome you. We love you. The time is now. This is the revolution.
Yes, it is. What time is it? What time is it?
Now.
Yeah, see, it never gets old with me. It's, just the same jokes week after week. But hey, it's about consistency, isn't it? It's all about that consistency. Okay, everyone. So what happens now? Oh, I think it's time. Lola, you always like to write it in the chat. When we no one's saying it. No one's saying. Hey, someone come off mute.
Pivot.
Yeah. The shifts, the pivots. Okay. And feel free to do that again at your will, at your whim. And Manny, we're going to invite you to offer up those announcements, please.
Thank you very much, Lola and Rev, and Trevor too. All right. So we've got some announcements here. Ready or not, I guess. First off, go to our Linktree, and you'll see a link with all of these, or all of these links will be available in the chat, but there is a main hub to be informed of all the latest happenings here at the Revolution of Love. You can sign up for Rev Felicia's midweek boost and service invitation. Connect with our Roll Facebook group. Hello, Facebook, by the way, and learn of ways to be of service and get into action. Next, remember, the Revolution of Love is a ministry and a what?
I don't know.
That's right.
It's a movement.
Okay. Every week, we present different actions that you can take part in. First off, educate yourself. Check out our resources link in our Linktree there. Here at the Revolution of Love, we are visionary about what change looks like. Between services, we educate ourselves so that we may bend the arc toward justice and abolition. In the wake of ethnic cleansing and violence towards the Palestinian people, we must educate and take action. If you haven't done so already, contact your lawmaker about HR 2590, the Defending the Human Rights of Palestinian Children and Families Living Under Israeli Military Occupation Act and/or the Palestinian Children and Families Act. See the link to sign up for in our Linktree. While you're there, please see our new links to resources and other ways to support Palestinian liberation. This can't wait. Also, don't forget to go to blacklivesmatter.com, as we've mentioned today, and find a chapter near your city. White identified folks also look up a local chapter of Surge, showing up for racial justice, and their .org website. Surge always has events and calls to action. Go to their website for those. Also, please check out the work of CLUE, which is Clergy and Lady United of Economic Justice at cluejustice.org. Get to know the work of our most recent partner, About My Father's Business, by going to their website, amfb.org. Roll will continue to work with organizations mobilizing for justice and sustainability. Now, for an opportunity for you to give back. Time, energy, and currency are all needed to keep the Revolution of Love, ministry, and movement going. Your contribution keeps us healthy and sustainable. Please go to our Linktree and donate on the second link provided. If you cannot contribute that way, spread the word. One way is through social media, which we're all on in some way, maybe. We live on Facebook, or we're live on Facebook right now. Again, hello. And even you two there can share this service to your pages and participate in that way. You can invite people to service even off of these social networks, right? If it's a phone call, if you're just talking to somebody, maybe meeting somebody new, since that might be happening more than it did last year, right? Get the word out either way. Subscribe to Roll's Ministry and Movement YouTube channel and Rev Felicia's channel. Everyone can give and participate. Lastly, thank you for being here tonight, for listening to me. Enjoy the rest of this evening and take good care. We'll see you next week. Be blessed. Stay blessed. We love you. Back to you, Rev.
Thank you, Manny. Thank you so very much. So now we have a special treat. Every now and again, we have some spoken word. We used to do some of this in Berkeley as well. We had lots of different things that we would add to our services. So it's always a delight when we can have some spoken word, and especially when it's from Taylor X. So I'm just going to let Taylor X tell you, speak to you, and let's receive whatever he has to say. Taylor? I think you're on mute.
Hello, everybody. It's me again. This piece is called All You Could Say. You don't care that gay people are getting beaten and murdered for being gay. Maybe not by you. Still, all you could say was, it's an abomination. Oh, you were never racist, but you didn't mind the cops shooting and killing unarmed people of color. All you could say was, don't break the law. Now, I never cared about your political affiliations until the Klan and other racist organizations claimed the same party as you, and you didn't see a problem with it. By the way, we never wanted your race history. We just want the whole picture to be visible, because slavery and stealing people's land never seemed like that was the right thing to do. Oh, so now your patience and tolerance are gone. Well, good, because this system is not set up for people of color to prosper. And if you know you can be murdered by a racist law enforcement before you even get to a jury of your peers, that's hardly an equal ability to pursue happiness. And all you could say is, pull myself up by the bootstraps. But I don't have any boots. Oh, I'm sure you've worked hard all of your life for what you have. I have no doubts about that. When it's been proven, the reality of this system is that people of color have to work 3 times harder for 3 times less pay. And there are millions of us who not only feel this way, but are living in this system day in and day out. And all you could say is, well, you people are not like us. Really? Is that all you can say? Thank you.
Whoa. Hi, Taylor. Wow. Thank
Sorry
you.
if that was too much.
No, no. So let us just take a moment to just to pause and not gloss over anything that was just revealed to us through his words. And let us remember that this ministry and this movement called Roll was positioned for such a time as this, and for exactly, Taylor X, what you were expressing. So we keep going, yes? Thank you. So let's show Taylor X some love, please. Let's lift him up, knowing that this is a blessing. And recognizing all of the different experiences that we have had. Okay. Thank you. Now, I just have to say, we get so much food here, everyone. I hope that we can really note that we get food just on Sunday night in all these different ways. So it's really important to to stop and realize that. And there's more right now. So Manny, as you prepare, I'm going to tell everybody a little bit about you. And here it is. Manny Figueroa was born in New Jersey and raised in Las Vegas, Nevada. And he moved to California in 2017 and back to Nevada this year. He attended a Seventh Day Adventist school and church for most of his life. In his teens, Manny was involved in supporting the worship team for his youth group at church, Vacation Bible School, and participated in choir throughout his early life and performed in 3 plays and 1 musical in public high school. At a very young age, he was inspired to use his voice by listening to his father sing R&B tunes and tell stories. From early 2010 to mid 2014, Manny dedicated his time to an alternative rock punk band, playing up to 50 live shows and having the honor to share famous stages such as the Whiskey A Go-Go, the Hard Rock, and the House of Blues. In the summer of 2019, his ambition to learn more about love and sharing his journey to the community led him to joining Roll. And so here he is now. And I know Manny is also doing some music projects currently as well. And I don't know if he will want to tell you if you're just going to want to go right into it. It's up to you. Manny.
Thank you so much, Rev. And Taylor, before you, Taylor, that was a great poem, by the way. We'll have to talk about that. It's so many good points, right? Okay. I have another song. Now, I haven't written any of these songs. They're all songs, mean something to me. This one is called Your Love is a Song. And it is written and composed by John Foreman from Switchfoot. He is one of my biggest inspirations. And yes, I am doing music with old bandmates once again. And once we do some stuff, here we go. Let's do it. Yeah. I hear you breathing in, another day begins. The stars are falling out, my dreams are fading out, fading out. I've been keeping my eyes wide open. I've been keeping my eyes wide open. Oh, your love is a symphony all around me, running through me. Oh, your love is a melody underneath me, running through me. Oh, your love is a song. The dawn is fire bright against the city lights. The clouds are glowing now, the moon is blacking out. It's blacking out. So I've been keeping my mind wide open. I've been keeping my mind wide open. Yeah. Oh, your love is a symphony all around me, running through me. Oh, your love is a melody underneath me, running to me. strong. With my eyes wide open, I've got my eyes wide open. I've been keeping my hopes unbroken. Yeah, yeah. Oh, your love is a symphony all around me, running through me. Oh, your love is a melody underneath me, running through me. Your love is a song. Yeah. Yeah. Your love is my melody. Oh, your love is a song. Thank you for listening.
Yes. Thank you so very much. Everybody receive the blessing from Manny. Thank you. And what was the exact name, Manny, of that song?
That song is called Your Love is a Song.
Thank you very much. And wide open, we do receive this. This is so wonderful. Thank you, Manny, 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 Manny. Okay, everyone. So now we do shift, we do pivot. And in order to actually go into this portion of the service, especially if you have just joined, I know someone recently joined. So we say hello and we welcome you. Yes, we do. And if you're on Facebook, we say hello and we welcome you. And in fact, around, if you're, I don't know if I'm on speaker or if you can see the gallery, but you can say hello to someone and welcome them, even if it's just with your eyes. And I want to lift up the fact that we don't get to do an experience and always be in places like this. And what I mean is to hear the sacred words and the honest words from Taylor X, to hear the tones and the song from Manny Figueroa. And of course, to hear Trevor and Lola ground us in our mission and vision statement. That is another piece too. The prayer that I offered for all of us, the blessings that you said 3 times. We see you, we hear you, we love you. I don't want us to lose sight of that. Tonight, I want to really stop and realize who we are to each other, to remember why you tuned in. Why? In fact, let's move with that. Let's move with that. And I will get to the sort of planned talk / sermon I was going to give, but I would like to hear from those of you that are comfortable why you tuned in. So we will do this Quaker style where someone will just come off mute and we will listen and witness. So why did you tune in tonight? You could be anywhere, but you're here. Why are you here with us?
I could use a good cleansing.
Cleansing. Thank you, Mark. Good to see you again. Others, why did you tune in tonight? Maybe that's
balance and
yes, sorry.
it's all right. Balance and peace.
Balance and peace.
Bringing myself back to balance after the week with people who are of like mind.
Thank you, Leslie. Others, why did you tune in tonight?
Like Leslie, that's what I was needing, was balance and peace. I'd spent over 4 years fighting a evil leader, and it had overtaken me with a lot of negativity and sadness and distrust and lack of hope and so many things. And I've just experienced such a renewal here. I am so blessed by everybody at Roll, and that's how I got here.
Thank you, Evie. Thank you. Others, let's hear it. Why Roll? Why did you tune in tonight?
I came to see beautiful faces, beautiful minds, beautiful spirits.
Great, Jenny. It's always great to see you, Jenny. Always. Thank you.
I came to action where my heart is.
Yes.
Nice.
Thank you, Lola. And I heard another voice as Lola was about to share another voice.
Yes, it was me. I came to share myself, knowing that, you know, I'm not always right. I'm not always all right. And that's okay. Not being all right is okay, and I'm glad that I cannot be all right with you guys.
Bless you. Thank you. And I just want to lift up Rob comes for spiritual renewal. Wrote that in the chat.
I come here because this is the closest thing of true service to the Almighty. The inclusiveness and the seeking of justice. That is the closest I've ever come in a church situation. And thank you so much, Rev, for making this happen.
Wow. Well, we're doing it. You know, I think I'll talk about that, Taylor X. It's interesting you touched upon that, because we have Jonathan that also wrote in the chat, I trust your delivery of reforming, convicting word that will more than likely impact some part of my life or what I need to do. Yes. Amen. And a shade to that. So I want to just lift up that there's different pieces, there's different parts here that are moving for all of you, that there are reasons, that there are ways and whys in which you are here, and that it is all important, and that it is all good here, and that we sit at this table together. And one thing I feel very good about is affirming that we don't turn a blind eye to the injustice in the world, that we don't turn a blind eye or act complicit with violence here. And so there's a bit of a difference, my friends, Revolution of Love family right now. There's a bit of a difference from an interfaith element and to what this is. And that is bear with me. Okay, now I got myself into it. Here we do have hard lines, okay? We have hard lines and we have ways of thinking and being that are bold and that challenge even an interfaith structure, because we are not going to be complicit here. No. And so what is so viable about Revolution of Love is that you bring you. You bring you. If you are agnostic, if you are atheist, if you are humanist, if you are pagan, if you are religious, if you are spiritual, and all of the identities, if you are gay, if you are trans, lesbian, however, LGBTQIA+, however you go in there, in that community, however you identify, and so on, your abilities and your status and your class. See, we're not doing anyone any favors here. Revolution of Love, this wasn't created to be nice. It's not a nice ministry. It was created to not tolerate. It's not created to tolerate. No, this is about challenge. And this is about being bold. Oh, and so what I really respect is that even with this very fiery edge that role brings and carries, that you all still feel some renewal when you come here on a Sunday night, that there is some peace, that there is some contentment that you receive. And that is a very good thing, because that means we're doing the work that we're supposed to do. And that's not me doing it. That's all of us doing it. That's you saying yes to it. It's both hands must clap. If both hands aren't clapping, it's not going to work. And so we do this together. So to Taylor's point, it might have gotten kicked off on a certain date from an idea that I had many years before. And yet here we are together. I can't lose sight of that. And we won't lose sight of that tonight. There's a stirring in my heart, and there has been for the last several hours, or the last, I don't know, since I woke up from my nap today. And I feel like we need to go somewhere that maybe we have never gone before at one of these Zoom services. And that place it's a place of a mystical realm, my friends. And we've been hedging it. And I've been hedging it little by little every Sunday. It's been getting more esoteric and more weird to some people, maybe, and to others, not at all. But so I want you to imagine right now that we are on the bank, that there's a shore. Yes, I see. Imagine that we are on the bank of the water, the riverbed, perhaps. And that there is a canoe that we can all somehow fit in. And that it's time to go to the other side. It's time to make that crossover. And that they're waiting for us. Who is they? Don't think about it. Experience this. There comes a time where we have choices in front of us. There comes a time where the wounds that have kept us bound and gagged must go. There comes a time when we must push back from the tables that oppress, the systems that destroy, the structures that annihilate and that kill. There comes a time when we must push back, when we must be disgusted, when we must not tolerate, because in fact, that will give us the renewal that we seek that will give us the uplift that we encourage, there comes a time we are met with these choices tonight in a very deep way, as we remember and we recall the vision statement, and we are in the part of the vision statement, my friends, that says we claim our divine honor, divine responsibility to be change agents in the world. That's a lot. That's a lot to claim. It should be. I want to take us back, and Manny, I'm not sure we'll need the slides. I'm not sure we'll need the slides. Don't lose sight of the vision, by the way, being by this water, being in this canoe, because I pray that we're going to get to that other side where they're waiting for us with outstretched arms, smiling by the time that this portion, this talk is finished. As we have journeyed in the last few weeks, friends, we have talked about what the Revolution of Love is. The Revolution of Love is a ministry and movement of spiritual renewal and outreach, and that it's dedicated to healing. We spent a lot of time talking about healing. You discussed, you've shared very openly, publicly, things that you want healing for and need healing or deserve healing for within you. And then we talked about the embrace of this ministry, and that at Revolution of Love, we embrace you. We embrace people where they are at, religiously, spiritually, and those, we welcoming those who are Gnostic and those who are atheist. And I talked to you about value, and I really emphasized the importance of valuing each other, of valuing yourself. And that I actually said it's the graduate work. Do you remember? I said this is the graduate work of self-love, that it's like another tier. It's another tier to self-love. And then I believe we went, where did we go from there? We went into the experience, much like what Manny was singing tonight about being wide open. We talked about forgive me. We went into the line apart about that we commit to our highest good here, that we commit to our highest good. And so we discussed our commitments and what we see for the world. That line is one of the most pivotal lines in this Revolution of Love vision statement, because we say we commit to our highest good. And from that line is this: we transform through a heart and mind opening experience, and we claim our divine responsibility and honor. Feel that. We claim our divine responsibility and honor to be change agents in the world. So when I said a moment ago that it's a lot to claim this divine responsibility and honor to be a change agent in the world, we must recall that prior to that was this commitment that we made, this choice that we made to our highest good. Let's break it down even more. As I was drifting in a liminal state last night, I started thinking about the 5 and 5 that I saw in the vision statement. And you can look at the vision statement on your own. Let's just have an experience. Let's not get too in the mind right now. Let's have an experience. And I noticed that there are 5 things up to this point of the vision statement. There are 5 things that we get to do. And I'll go over those in a sec. And then there are 5 things that the Revolution of Love does for us. the 5 and 5. And so here's what the revolution of love does for us that makes it, in fact, buoyant, that makes it, in fact, joyful to claim that divine responsibility and honor of being a change agent in the world. So where we're golden by the time that time comes to claim, we are feeling good about it. We are feeling joyful about it. We are ready. We are as ready as we're ever going to be. We are ready to get in that canoe and go across the shore and see the people that we are going to see, meet our ancestors, meet our guides, meet the people that have been doing this work for a very, very, very long time. And the 5 things, my friends, that the revolution of love brings to us effortlessly is that it is a vehicle for change. This thing that is really ephemeral. It's dedicated to our healing. It's dedicated to our transformation. It's dedicated to our action. It says it right off the bat. So I like I said before, I don't want us to lose sight of anything. I want us to really have this experience and go, wow, oh my gosh, the vehicle for change. That's what this is. And to go, oh, it's dedicated. Okay, that's the first thing it does. It dedicates itself to my healing, to our healing, to our transformation, and therefore us taking action. So that's number one. That's number one. There's a word that Trevor has used a few times, I've noticed, and I hope it's okay that I said that, and that's inspiration. See, it goes on to say in this vision statement that the revolution of love inspires and motivates us. For many years, I've heard that this vehicle for change that dedicates itself to our healing and transformation in action, that from that place, people are inspired, that they're motivated. And yes, we have seen this. We have seen people go out and do the good works and create exactly what they were called to create. I pray that you are inspired. I pray that you are motivated. And maybe the creation is you. Yeah, maybe the creation is you and your healing. You're delving deep into that which no longer belongs to you. Yes. So it dedicates itself to our healing and transformation and our action. Yes, I'm talking about role. And then it inspires us. And then it motivates us. And see, there's going to be some overlap now with this 5 things that role does and the 5 things we get to do. So what I'm going to lay out here is that from that place, my friends, if we are really available, if we are really honest, and we are really willing to make those choices, that we begin to transform, that we begin to better take action to claim, to become a change agent. Why am I going over this? The reason I'm going over this is because we have to be very clear on not just what role is doing, but I believe this is our life's work. We are here to heal and we are here to love. And that is a very, very simplified statement. I realize that. But there are a lot of things under those umbrellas of healing and love. And so why I'm bringing this up now tonight and really breaking this down and almost like going into the minutia of all this is, again, so we don't lose sight of the journey. And so we can get that much more into it, that much more sophisticated about it. Yes. See, when we really know what's going on, we have a richer connection with source, with spirit, with our abilities, with our skills, with our gifts. Let's go a little further now. I'm going to go into the other 5. So remember, okay, revolution of love, what it does for us without us even realizing, without maybe even myself, when I wrote this vision statement, I don't even think I realized it. Or vision, did I say mission? Vision statement. I don't know what I just said. But what it has been doing for us is that it is a vehicle for change. And it dedicates us into healing and transformation and action. It inspires us. It motivates us, thereby transforming us and allowing us to lift off, to claim who we are, to claim our power. Ooh, power is a weird word, isn't it? Power can be a dangerous word. To claim our power, to claim our power as a change agent. Yes. This is really big tonight. Okay. We're not across the shore yet. Let's start to kick off. Let's start to imagine that we are in this canoe, all of us. It's not necessarily a big canoe. But remember, we're in the spirit realm now. We're in the spirit realm, so we can all fit in this canoe. Yes. And we have to do that together, actually. We can't go as individuals. We don't need to do that anymore. We have to go as community. We have to go as family, and it has to be safe. It has to be brave. So as we are recognizing all of these pieces that the revolution of love, this vehicle for change, has been doing for us, what we get to experience on a Sunday night and how it has blessed us, we recall now some of the things that this vision statement says to us and what it tells us to do. And by God, we have had years of doing it. We embrace, number 1, we embrace people where they are at. We get to embrace people. This is not, I don't think it's, it's how life ought to be. And yet it's not how it often is. People often are not embraced or valued for just being themselves. I'm going to say it to you. I'm talking to the person right now that may have not felt in your life consistently, truly, realistically valued and embraced. I'm talking to that person right now, because it is high time that you feel the embrace and that you receive it, and that any hurt, harm, or danger that has come near you, that wound that is unacceptable here at Roll. So if that was a religious wound, if that is a spiritual wound, if that is a wound, yes, because of how you love or how you look or how much money you do have or don't have, or however, all of the different things, whatever that wound is that has created harm, that has created division, it is unacceptable here. We say no more, and we embrace. We get to embrace you. And furthermore, as this is the 5 things that we do, we embrace. This is your call now, my friends. You have to do this work. You have to do this. Let me take that back. It's not work. You get to do this. You get to create. We get to create a world where we embrace, where we hear Manny, and we get to exalt Manny's voice, where we hear Taylor's words and we get to take note of the power behind them. And those are just two examples. We've had many other services and we could fill it out, yes? So we get to do this, my friends. We embrace people, not out of dogma, not because it's the nice thing to do. No, because this is a joy. This is passion. We get to love one another, and not from some try to think of the word that will not be offensive. What this ministry used to be called some 60s throwback. No offense to the 60s. We love that. Yes. This is about love. This is about our lives. This is about what we get to do. This is about change making. So yeah, we get to embrace each other. Let me move it along now. Let me move it along. I'll move it along. We celebrate each other. This is all in the vision statement. You can go through. It's all highlighted. Actually, I put it in the little Facebook group. We celebrate each other here. We celebrate our similarities. We celebrate our differences. We celebrate each other. Again, coming off of that sort of that wave of value and embracing, we get to have joy. We get to see people in all of their splendor. We get to challenge one another in the celebration and say, hey, we need to learn more. We need to give more. We need to exalt more. Again, this isn't work. When I said that, please, no. So we embrace and we celebrate. And these are things, again, that we get to do. And this is all going now towards the commitment, which I already talked about. We commit to our highest good. This is probably the biggest line in the vision statement. One of them is this line of we commit. And if we think that happens one time, that it doesn't. It has to be ongoing. It has to be maybe sometimes several times a day. We commit. And then we may slip. And so we have to commit again. We embrace. We celebrate. We commit. And friends, I believe if that we had more consistency, feel this, please. If we had more consistency in exalted, high levels of spiritual and soul nourishment in our lives from early on, from when we were very young to whatever age we are right now in this moment, that life would look really different. There would be a lot less violence, far less othering. And we would be transformed. And that much more able to claim the fact that we are all change agents, all of us. All of us. So here's the thing. Tonight, you and we are being called to no longer play small, to not settle, to not lead a life of ordinariness, because there is nothing ordinary about you. There is nothing ordinary about this life. Tonight, we are being called to claim our power, to claim the divine honor and the divine responsibility to be change agents. Yes. This feels like a ritual this evening. And if there was a song, and maybe someone, because we have songwriters here, maybe someone will write one from this experience. Because this is all experience. And I imagine us now, and imagine in your mind's eye that from this place of dedication, from this place, yes, of renewal, from this place of all the healing and the transformation, the action that gets to happen for us and with us and through us, we do become, so inspired. We do become so motivated. We become excited too. And from that, we can hardly wait to embrace each other, to celebrate each other. You know, I know it's sometimes weird, right? There's this, I don't know, I don't want to say, oh, I see you, we hear you, we love you. Oh, that's kind of weird. No, it's not weird. It's not weird. We are together. We are connected. And so as we push away, imagine it now, we are going somewhere we have never been. And as we push away from the shore, as we go into new territory, into new waters, we get to see in new ways. We get to exalt that which is truly holy. We get to recommit again and again to our highest good. This is God's country. This is love's word calling. This is love's word opening us into realms that we have never been in. Amen? Amen. And it is from this place that we are able to see those that have been waiting for us for so very long, saying, we are so glad you're here, welcoming us with open arms, saying, we are so grateful for you. We are so glad you said yes. Now, let's create the change together. And so it is. And so mote it be. Claim it. Claim it, my friends. We're going to move now into this. I mean, this is all prayers, this is all experience. So I'm not sure how much further we need to go, but we can go even further. Yes, we can. And so, Holy One, how good it is to be able to claim and say yes to the holy power, the righteous, healthy, balanced power, the equilibrium, the equalized power that it takes to be a change agent of you, to be a change agent for you, to be a change agent in the world, and recognizing that there is no hurt, harm, or danger in this place, and rebuking any of the lies and any of the wounds. Please make there be an open heaven, an open channel for the folks here And however the wording looks for them that might feel right, then I know that is coming in for them better. Yes, yes. And so a dedication, once again, we know that this is a ministry and a movement that is really beyond thoughts and words, God. That is really beyond thoughts and words, and that is dedicated to our healing and to our transformation and taking action. It is a joy. It is a joy to sit with each other. I am so grateful. I'm so honored. Wow, I am so honored to be with these folks tonight. Here we are. Here we are. Blessings to their body temples. Blessings for healing upon each and every person here. Specifically calling in physical healing. If there's any malady, anything happening on the physical body, that healing comes in tenfold, please. And yes, healing of hearts, healings, minds. Yes, and please do, if you have not started, to write your prayers, your prayer requests in the chat. Please do. Don't hold back. This is your time to ask for prayer for yourself or for someone else or for the world, the collective, however you need to pray, however you would like that request to look. Do not hold back, please. It's your time. It's important. So we will just sit for just another moment, and then I'm going to turn my attention to the chat. Okay. Okay, prayer requests. Okay. On behalf of Robert Gross, a prayer request for Jeff, whose father passed away recently. And so we lift up Jeff, and we know that his father, his spirit soars into the great unknown, and lifting up Jeff and his other family and friends that may be impacted by this loss, including you, Rob, however this might find you. And let's see now. A prayer for those who are not able to attend tonight, healing to them, and may their inspiration be ignited. And also, Lord, ignite us. And that is from our Manny, yes. And from our Lola, prayers for her friend's continued healing after surgery. Yes, lifting her up, lifting them up after the surgery, knowing that healing is always happening. I'd like to lift up David and Margaret, our beloved rollers, who are with family, and praying and knowing actually that they're having a delightful time, and just prayers of safekeeping as they are traveling. Yes. And also lifting up Judy. I don't believe Judy is here tonight. And so just lifting her up, knowing that where God is, she is, and where she is, God is. Yes. And also on behalf of Leslie, let's see, love, light, and prayers for Leslie's father and for his spouse. Yes. And so we lift up Leslie's dad and also her father's spouse. And we ask for some extra healing there. And on behalf of Manny, let's see, prayers for innocent victims of war and violence everywhere. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So we really lift that up. Yes. And also on behalf of Lola, prayers for the children of the world that they may feel safe and secure. And when they don't, that justice will allow for that safety to come in. Yes, yes, yes. And we work for that justice. Ashe, ashe, and amen, amen. And on behalf of Evie, prayers for a peaceful and continued transition out of the pandemic. Yes, peaceful, a peaceful transition, a safe transition for you, Evie, and also for everybody as things are changing, as things are turning and shifting. So just prayers for safekeeping for so many different people, for everyone. Okay. And other requests? I have a request. I pray that we all claim. I pray that we all really claim it, that we claim more than we ever have to be change agents in the ways that you, God, call us to be. I pray that we have that courage. I pray that we have that bravery and that chutzpah. I'm going to use that word, that chutzpah, to really step in all the way. Yes. And to claim what you want us to do and to tune in to exactly what that is. Ashe. Yes. Okay, I think we will close this up. And breathing in, everyone, please. And exhaling out. And it truly is a blessing to be together, God. Holy One, we know that your hand is upon us and guides us through and through. Again, keep these people safe. Let them know how valued they are just for being them, for no other reason, nothing other than for being, not what they do, but just for who they are. We love you, gracious one, great spirit, great mystery of all things. We love you and we seek you in all the ways, always. And I release this word of prayer saying, and so it is. Amen, amen, ashe, and aho. Yes. Beautiful. Thank you, everybody. And now we will hear from Manny to close us out. Thank you so much, Manny.
Thank you, Rev, for that message. I'd like to take a moment and just really receive all of that. There's a lot going on there. All right, so what's next, right? I don't know. I don't know how we can top all that. Well, it's not about topping that, right? There's a song that my youth pastor from a long time ago wrote, and it was called, and it is called, "I Will Fly Away." And it's a song that he shared with me and taught me, and I have a recording of him playing it. So bear with the sound in the back. And his name is Marco Cordaroli, wonderful Brazilian guy that came and really put a fire under my soul for sure. And yeah, enjoy and thank you. Here we go. No, someday I will fly. I'll soar the skies and leave this world behind. The skies will be open wide, and the face of God will turn darkness into light. Oh yeah, I will fly away. I'll leave this dark, cold world behind. I will fly. I will fly. Yeah, yeah. The heavy burdens that crush my peace will will all be gone underneath my feet. I will be headed towards the stars at the speed of light, beyond the galaxies. Oh yeah, I will fly away. I'll leave this dark cold world behind. I will fly away. I will abide in God's bright shining light. Oh yeah, that's right. I will fly. Yeah, yeah. I will fly toward the infinity of the sky. I will fly into the warmth of God's arms. I will fly toward the infinity of the skies. I will fly into the warmth of God's arms. Into the warmth of God's arms. Into the warmth of God's arms. I will fly away. I'll leave this dark cold world behind. I will fly away. I will abide in God's bright shining light. I will fly away. I will abide in God's young. I will fly away. Will abide in God's bright shining light. Oh yeah, that's right. I will fly. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Thank you.
Yes, 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 yes. Thank you so much, Manny. Let's hear it for Manny. Yes. Thank you. Okay, everyone. So that concludes our service. Yes, but we will be back next week, and we hope to see you. Tell a friend, invite folks, and we'll see you again. We're going to keep on doing this. Yeah. Yep. So, and feel free to come off of mute and let's see, come off of mute and say your goodbyes. And thank you to everybody. Thank you to the worship team, everybody who made this service possible. And of course, to you. We keep going and we claim it. Come off mute when you're ready.
Thank you so
Thanks,
much,
everyone.
everybody. Manny, that was amazing.
Thanks, Manny. Thanks,
Of
Rev.
course.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you to
Thank
everybody.
Rev.
Thank you, Leslie.
Thank you.
Another Sunday night where I'm not going to sleep.
Yeah, that happens. It's okay. It's a good thing. Get juiced.
Yep.
Thank you, everybody.
Great week, everybody.
Thank you, Taylor.
Thank
Taylor.
you.
Thank you for
Thank
joining
you.
us, Keisha Fields and
Jasmine, Keisha.
Was that?
Evie.
Amazing teaching tonight. It's brought me back to a mindset I haven't felt in a long time.
Wow, that's great.
I
Cool.
don't feel alone in this fight anymore.
Right.
Yes, that's great.
The fight of everyday life that we all do, but in the fight for social justice and other wrongs, I'm not alone in it anymore.
No, we are not. We are not. We're together. So good to see you. I see Jasmine's name. Jasmine's always sharing our services. Thank you. And Keisha, great for you. I'm so glad you got to join us. I don't know if you're there, but I see your picture. So yeah. Well, I guess we'll close it up here and let's see, team, what's left of the team. Do you want to shift on over? Yeah, let's shift over. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Bye,
Have a great
everybody.
week, everyone.
Bye,
Bye,
everybody.
everybody. Love you.
Take care, y'all. God bless everyone.
God bless you.